Hey guys, I guess this video is going to be a comparison between the Trax HD and the Trax Ultra. Now, the visual differences, these are a plastic build, even though they look metal, just a glossy plastic build with the V8 sound engine. These have the V10 sound engines and some metal build. I don't know if it's aluminum or something. And these are also metal, but the difference with this being it's a spun finished metal. You can kind of see by the reflection. And also the logo is etched in instead of just printed on top of it. Now, before I get into the cups, I'm gonna go over the headbands here. This is for the Trax, the original. It's a matte headband. It's probably my favorite one because these two, the Trax HD and the Trax Ultra, glossy. It just seems to get dirty really easily, and also, since all of them are basically the same, you can get custom ones like this one and it'll work with any of them. You can switch around the headbands as you like, but personally I prefer the matte headbands over the glossy ones. Now the cables, those are also all the same, nothing to get worried or excited about, I guess. They all match with their respective cups that they came with. Now, since these are all a plastic build, these are very light, and with the HD, they're a little bit heavier, but it's not too much that'll bog down your head or anything. And this is, I want to say, somewhere in the middle of these two. It's not too heavy, but it's not too light either. It's just perfect, I want to say. Now, the bad thing that I don't like about these is actually the spun metal finish. I like it, it looks great, and the etched in logo also looks great, but with that, it makes these really hard to clean, and these get dirty a lot easier than the HD or the regular Trax. You can't just take your hand and wipe it across like these, or like with a cloth. It's much easier. If you try to get a cloth to do this, it'll kind of make you want to go around in the circle, and dirt will get inside the etch logo. I suppose you could take an old toothbrush and clean it out, but it's not as simple as just taking cloth and wiping it off. Now the sound, which is probably what everyone is wondering, what the sound is compared to all three of these, but more so the HD to the Ultra, if it's really worth that extra $50 in price, as these are retailed for $100, these are retailed for $130, and these are retailed for $180. Now, they all sound great, but there are some little differences between them. The Trax original, they sound great, but the vocals, they aren't quite there. And the mids and the highs, to me, they were kind of drowned out a little, but it still sounds great. Now the Trax HD bumped it up. The bass is phenomenal, and the vocal clarity is clearer than the Trax, as well as the highs and mids. But with the Trax Ultra, it was kind of a weird upgrade. The highs and mids were even better, as well as vocal clarity. You won't notice it at low volumes, I will say. I was trying to compare these two over the past couple of days, and you really won't notice the difference at a low volume. But if you turn up the volume a little bit, you will hear that the vocals are better on this, but the bass is actually better on the Trax HD. So if you're a bass head, if you're bass heavy, and you have the Trax HDs, just stick with those. The difference really isn't too much of a big deal between these two, but it is noticeable and it is different. If you want higher vocal clarity, better highs and mids, and the bass toned down just a smidge, I would say get the ultras. If you're a bass heavy and you still like vocals, but you don't care so much about them as much as the bass, I would get the Trax HD or any other variant of them, the deadmau5 ones or the new announced, I want to say, the Anthems, the official Michael Phelps Trax HD. Now, another thing about these as an upgrade are the cushions. Notice these are white and both of these are black. Now that is another thing that makes this will get dirty easier than both of these. But the ear cup, the cushion on it, it's actually bigger, what seems like, than these. Oh crap. Which makes them more comfortable. You can maybe kind of tell. I think the HDs, I don't know if it's because I've used these more, but the cushion on them are lower. You can tell if I run my finger across it, I would hit these two. But if I do it, I just go over the HD. So whether these are a significant upgrade, if you have the Trax, I say go ahead and get these. If you have the Trax HD, it really depends on if you want more bass. If you like your bass, stick with the HD and probably skip these ultras. Maybe wait till the next iteration of the Trax come out. But unless you're a diehard Soul Republic fan. But I guess that's it for this review. That's all I want to compare. If you have any other ideas or any other questions of the comparisons, just let me know in a comment and I'll try to get back to you. Maybe make a video addressing something if it's something that you want to know or if something that a lot of people want to know. But until then, I guess this is the end of this video. Let me know what you think, and please do your research before you buy something.